Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today a real interesting one, my smoked Lebanese style lamb leg. This is amazing in flavour, a little bit of process to do, but look, let's just get on with it. Alright, I'm making up a very quick brine. I've got about a cup's worth of beef stock there, and I'm going to add in a cup's worth of red wine. Alright, pretty simple, right? Very, very simple. It's not really a brine, it's going to be sort of a marinade, sort of juice injection. Alright, just give that a quick little bit of a stir, just like that. And here I've got about a 2.8 kilo lamb leg. Alright, I've just bought that from one of the big outlet supermarkets, right? Costco. You can buy it from your butcher if you want. Look, you work to your budget, I'll work to mine. Right, here I've got my injector, and I'm simply just going to go through and start injecting some of that brine or marinade, if you want to call it that, into the lamb leg. So just keep working that through, and you'll see the thing, it will start to puff up and fill up with all that beautiful juice. And look, if you want to go through and put the garlic and all that sort of thing in, well, you can do that, but look, we're going to be making a rub to go on top of this, so we can work with that. So just keep putting as much of that marinade that meat will take, and I'm just going to put a lid on that, and I'm going to leave that in that container overnight. Alright, until I'm ready to start firing up the smoker. Alright, so bang, in the refrigerator, just make sure it's nice and airtight, and believe it or not, this thing did not bleed out any of those juices that we just injected into it, and the flavour, wow, definitely worth it. Alright, I'm going to start making up my rub, and I'm going to add in about a tablespoon's worth of dried thyme and a tablespoon's worth of dried rosemary. Now this grinder is about to get thrown into the bin. The on-off switch doesn't work anymore, so just make sure you're standing near the power point so you can turn it on and off that way. Right, just be careful, that's going to leave a lot of dustage after it's ground up, so I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes or so and let that dust settle. I'm going to pour that into a funnel, and I'm going to put some other things in there as well. Alright, so about a 4 tablespoons worth of salt. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons worth of Lebanese 7 spice, and I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons worth of garlic powder and 2 teaspoons worth of onion powder. I'm going to put that into a jar. I'm just reusing my pastrami rub shaker, and just going to give that a little bit of a shake, and that'll work absolutely perfect a little bit later on. Alright, so make sure we've got none of the little bits that come with the lamb attached to the lamb, such as those little pads and stuff. Now all we have to simply do now, I'm just going to start putting our rub on all surfaces of that lamb. Alright, just keep working that through, rub that in. Using a glove will help, because the 7 spice will stain your fingers, believe it or not. So try and get all surfaces covered with that rub, and it's a very, very simple but incredibly powerful rub, especially you that Lebanese 7 spice. Alright, I've got my smoker happening, I'm getting that up to heat. I'm going to be cooking today at about an average of about 105 degrees Celsius. So I've got that already sitting, probably a little bit higher than that at the moment, because I'm going to be mucking around here, just getting a little bit more flavour happening. I'm going to get more of that rub, pour that over the top, and you can really smell the ingredients of that 7 spice. Alright, and I'm just going to give that a quick little coat of some spray oil, just a little bit of lubrication. We haven't had to trim the fat or anything on this. I would actually leave the fat personally, even if it wasn't already trimmed, and that will render down. Just make sure you've got a little tray underneath to catch the fat as it melts. So as I said, I'm going to cook that off, and we've cooked that off for around about sort of 3 hours at the moment at that 105. We're going to take it out. I've got an internal temperature of around about sort of 68-ish degrees, probably a little bit higher than what I'd normally like it. Now I've got a nice clean tray there, and these trays you can actually wash out and reuse. Just put them in a nice dry spot. I'm going to leave it in that tray. I'm going to cover it with some aluminium foil, and this is a nice easy way to do things, especially for me with my MS and my dexterity, which is pretty much non-existent. And we're just going to give that all a nice little tuck into bed, just like that, and that can go straight back into the smoker again. So off that goes back to the smoker, and we're going to open that up. I'm going to stick that back in there for at least another 2 to 3 hours. I actually cooked this for a total of about 6 hours at 105 degrees Celsius. And I'll let it rest for about an hour to 2 hours or so. Just let that all come back to a nice calm state. And we finished cooking that at around about 4:30. It's now around about sort of 6:30, and we can get ready to start slicing this up. As you can see, we've got a little bit of juicage that has leaked out. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely perfect. And we're going to take this off, and all we have to simply do now is start slicing it up. Now I've gone for a medium well sort of cook here. I haven't gone for the traditional rare type cut or cook. I've just gone a little bit harder because I'm going to be doing different things for this lamb. And as you can see, that lamb's got just a nice little bit of pinkage happening, nice little bit of a bark, absolutely beautiful. Now why you can start just slicing that up nice and thin, and this meat will go a long way. We actually made so many different meals out of this, and because I was not doing the best, I did not film a lot of them, but I did film the last one, which is an absolute cracker, and I will show you that. I've served that up with a little bit of Lebanese potato salad, put a little bit of pomegranate molasses over the top of that, which is one of my favorite condiments. And there you go, you've got KP's smoked Lebanese style lamb leg. You can serve it however you want. Serve that up with some rice. If you serve it up cold, serve it up hot. If it's cold, put it in the fry pan for a couple of seconds and just get a bit of heat happening. It works out great in wraps and kebabs and that sort of thing. Alright, love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Please leave a comment. I love reading, love responding to them, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. If you want to learn some new different recipes on the smoker, just like I am learning, I'm still learning the smoker, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I've already eaten this lamb, and it is amazing, and I will catch you next time. Bye.